Joining me now with reaction is Dan Bongino, Fox News contributor and author of the book Exonerated, along with Chris Hahn, former aide to Senator Chuck Schumer and host of the Aggressive Progressive podcast. Now, guys, the crew is going to tell me in the back when they have those thoughts ready, because I really want to share those with you and the audience. It's amazing what Americans are saying. But, Dan, your reaction first to this notion that whatever Nadler and the Dems are planning, all of this impeachment drama, will it get lost in the holiday hubbub?
In the holiday hubbub, Raymond, it's already lost. Listen, the news cycle now is not even 24 hours. It's about 24 seconds. The attention span of most people is their Twitter feed on one scroll. This was a nothing burger from the start. There was nothing there. I mean, with Clinton, we had actual perjury involved. Whether impeaching him was a good political idea, I think history has told a different story. With Nixon, there was an actual burglary that happened.
Right.
With this, there's an alleged quid pro quo, which nobody can tell you they heard it directly from the president. And the quid pro quo keeps changing. It was supposedly about military aid, then a White House meeting, then a public statement. America's gaffed this thing off a week ago. It's a political disaster for the Democrats.
Chris, your reaction to this. I mean, obviously, there are people who are going to debate whether there are grounds for impeachment here. Doesn't seem there is, or it would be much more of a slam dunk, and the polls wouldn't be moving in the direction they are, which is away from impeachment. But will the holiday season play a role in this, trying to pitch this impeachment in the midst of the holidays?
Well, everything gets lost in the holidays, Raymond. I mean, here we are the night before Thanksgiving, and happy Thanksgiving to both of you. I'm one of the biggest liberals in America, and Thanksgiving is still a thing we all celebrate, okay? But yes, it will get lost somewhat in the holidays. But then the new year will roll around, and there'll be a trial in the Senate, and everybody will read the bottom of page 3 and the top of page 4 of the transcript that the president himself released, and it will show where the president held up the Ukrainian president for dirt on his political opponent. And I think that's as slam dunk as you need to get. Everything else corroborates what the president himself said on that phone call. Okay, guys, I want to show you, before I go to my next question, I have to share with you the shots we got in New York City on the streets. Well, let's go to this first. The media is salivating over this New York Times report today that Trump was briefed on the whistleblower complaint before releasing aid to Ukraine. Listen to this reportage.
That the only reason he released the aid is he got caught in this whole scheme.
The president decided to release the aid when he knew his cover was blown.
Once they knew that the gig was up and they were about to be discovered, they took steps to try to have this final defense of, well, we gave up the aid, so no harm, no foul.
In fact, gentlemen, there may be another explanation for why Trump released the aid. It has to do with a conversation he had with Senator Rob Portman, a member of the Ukrainian caucus, on September 11th. Here's how the president explained it back in October, and I want your reactions.
Because he called up, please let the money go. I said, Rob, I hate being the country that's always giving money. When Ukraine helps Europe and the European countries far more than they help us, that was my only reason. Because I don't like being the sucker country. We were the sucker country for years and years.
Dan, is the idea that the president was briefed before he released this aid, that he was told about the whistleblower complaint, is that the silver bullet to take him out?
That's fun. Listen, I love you, Raymond, to death. Silver bullet. This case is a joke. I mean, Chris, you guys are humiliating yourselves on the left running with this. I don't understand how you didn't learn from the Clinton impeachment what a debacle this is going to be for you. You are literally going to get Trump reelected. The silver bullet, to have a case of bribery or whatever, extortion or whatever buzzy words they use, quid pro quo, you actually have to have someone on the other end of it who actually is aware of the bribery or the quid pro quo. No Ukrainian official has backed up this story yet. This is total nonsense. It's a fabricated scandal. It's a myth.
Chris, your reaction.
So, Dan, so the Congress appropriated this money. The president signed the bill. There's a thing called the Impoundment Control Act, which the president violated by not informing Congress that he was holding this money up. Senator Portman informed the president of this on September 11th. He was also informed about the whistleblower, and that's why this aid was released.
Not necessarily, Dan. I mean, not necessarily, Chris.
If they don't already know it, they're going to learn it. This
That's
is
not
all
true. The president had till September 30th to release the aid. He released it
true.
in early
He
September.
violated the Impoundment
You're just
Control
making
Act
that
when he
up.
held it up without giving a
You're
reason
just
to
making
Congress.
that up.
Okay,
And
don't
the
talk
OMB
over each other.
That's why Mick Mulvaney should
Audience
testify if the
understand. He's
president
the
had
guy
any
over here
courage.
Guys,
making that
nobody
up.
can hear you
don't
when you're
talk
talking
me.
over each
If
other.
the president had any courage at all, if the president had any courage at all, he would let his aides speak to Congress and get it out there. If he really thinks he's
Okay,
true,
Chris,
that's
Dan-
what the president should be doing.
Dan,
he should
your
allow his
reaction.
people to talk.
Go ahead, Dan.
Okay, Chris is just making that up again. Liberals are good at that. Everything's in reverse. I pointed in the wrong direction.
I made that up?
That guy. Yeah, no, it exists, Chris, but of course you're making it up. He had until September 30th to pay the money out. The president actually dictates where foreign policy is going to go. Yes,
September
Congress
30th
does
when the
allocate
budget expired,
funds.
Dan.
The president's
Guys.
not obligated to spend them, so you're just making that up. And no,
Yeah.
this isn't an open and shut case. It's not even a case at all.
Well,
It's a
you've got to,
political
again, to
disaster for the
prove the
Democrats.
case and even to make this new bombshell stick, you'd really have to get into Trump's mind to know exactly where he was in that moment. That's a hard thing to prove, even in a hearing. Now, gentlemen, I want to share with you how people are reacting, real Americans on the street, to this impeachment drama. When I asked them, are you going to be focused on the holidays or on Nadler and the impeachment march? Watch. This Christmas season, will you be focused on impeachment or Santa Claus and the holidays?
Santa Claus and the holidays.
Absolutely Santa Claus.
Santa.
I'm going to say Santa. Don't judge me.
Santa Claus. And getting rid of the Democrats.
Impeachment. Absolutely impeachment.
Why?
Because it's important.
You won't be focused on impeachment?
Will not.
It's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
Impeachment is a waste of time.
It's a waste of time. Yeah.
So you're going to be jingle belling all the way?
I think I'll go to 34th Street, see if there's a miracle there.
That's what I was referring to earlier when I said the Democrats may want to get in line for one of those miracles. Chris, isn't it a hard case to make? And why do you think the American people are walking away from this?
Well, a 2% movement in the polls is not walking away from
well,
anything.
It's 3%, but just numbers.
It's statistically insignificant, Raymond. But it is the holidays. And after this hit tonight, I'm not talking about politics till Monday, and I encourage every American to do the same exact thing. Leave it alone for a couple days. It'll be waiting for you on Monday. We could all relax and have a nice holiday. And I hope everybody has a nice Christmas season as well and doesn't get too bogged down in this. I want to go back to a time where we didn't think about the President of the United States every minute of every day.
Okay, well, you know what?
President Trump has us doing right now.
Chris, Dan and I would support that, okay? In the spirit of Thanksgiving,
100%.
I have to share something with you. A left-wing group, and Dan, I'm going to let you react, MoveOn.org, it's urging followers to talk to your family about impeachment this Thanksgiving. Is this a good idea, Dan? That seems to undercut old Chris.
Please, I'm begging you in the Fox audience, do not take Move On down. Listen, Chris and I rarely agree on anything on this network. That's why people like these segments. When Chris and I both, and the host Raymond, are both agreeing,
this is a
with
miraculous
no caveats,
moment.
Do not
We
do
are
this.
in
That it's a
violent
bad
agreement.
idea.
This is a
Just
moment of
eat your
grace.
turkey.
Gentlemen,
have fun,
Do us
have
all
a
a
good time. We'll
favor,
hit it again on
America.
Monday.
Do not
Chris
take that
Chris and I
advice.
start yelling at each other again on Monday.
Okay, we're going to have a ceasefire.
Avoid it for a couple of days.
We're having
Avoid it for a couple of
a
days.
Thanksgiving
Enjoy your
ceasefire.
turkey.
And we're just going to watch football and eat turkey and love our families. No political fighting. Gentlemen, thank you both for being here. Go play Monopoly
100%.
with each other.
Happy Thanksgiving, America.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.